Olga Rademan and Andrew Peterson will be leaving the country to further their studies in music, this after winning the 2009 SAMRO Overseas Scholarships competition recently. Rademan, who is currently completing her degree in performance at the University of Cape Town, walked off with a 160,000 rand scholarship in the Western Art Music category for her suite of performances that included Scarlatti's Sonata in E major and Ravel's La Valse, as well as two pieces of South African composers Hendrik Hofmeyer and Rudolf Temming. The award will enable this gifted young classical pianist to study towards a postgraduate qualification at an accredited international music institution. Now, to tell us more about this award is Andriette Tron, manager of SAMRO's Endowment for the National Arts. A very good morning to you and welcome.
Good morning, Colin.
Tell us briefly about this competition.
This competition is a competition we have every year for candidates who have either completed their music degrees or diplomas, either in jazz or in Western art music. And this all can be in their final years. And the competition is held every year. This year it was for keyboard players. Next year it's for composers. The year afterwards it's for singers, and then for instrumentalists.
So on a broader scale, what do you do to ensure that people from different backgrounds and with interest in different music genres are also accommodated? Because I would believe that to have talent is one thing, but having studied music deeper would also add impetus towards the professionalism of music in the industry.
Yes. Well, SAMRO Endowment gives a lot of bursaries every year to students to go and study music. And that also can accommodate music students who have not had previous experience of studying music at school, who go into universities and do bridging courses. So we give students an opportunity to go and study music, and then also this competition is specifically for those who have already completed their degrees, as I've said. So it's a whole range of sponsorships and bursaries that SAMRO gives to help students to further their music education and their musical careers.
So over the years, how have musicians been benefiting, and what do you think the progress has been with those who have graduated?
Well, just to mention a couple of examples, for instance, the candidates who won 4 years ago in this particular competition, Ben Skuman, has gone on to study overseas and is making a very good career. We've got people like Kesavan Naidu in jazz, who's done marvelously. And there's a lot of people who've won this competition who've gone on to do great things in the with their musical careers.
Do you think this is just parallel to local indigenous music? For example, people with interest in music that originates in Africa, music that is South African. Why are you only focusing in exporting them to go and study so that they import the experience in the state, in other countries?
Well, it's not that we're saying that, you know, to go and study overseas is better than in South Africa. But we do think that there are sometimes opportunities that they might not find in South Africa to go and study with people or to do master classes. But most of these candidates do come back to South Africa to plough back into music education or in teaching or in performing. And the scholarship just gives them a little bit of opportunity to go and further their studies.
Just very briefly, tell us about the Moshito conference and exhibition that's coming.
Well, the Moshito conference and exhibition is happening today. So it's happening at the Museum Africa, and it's the biggest music industry event in Africa. And people should go along, and there's very interesting discussions and stands and everything to go and explore there. And we welcome people to go and visit Museum Africa.
Okay, thank you very much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you.
It's a great pleasure indeed. That's Andriette Tron, Endowment, who's from the Endowment for National Arts, and talking to us about the Moshito Music Arts Festival and exhibition as well. Well, of course, it's time for us now to take a look at what the weather has in store for us with Simon Gay.